Good morning and welcome to Moopsy in the morning for January the 29th, 2025. I'm here with Chris, Loki, and Phoebe. And no, Loki, you are not going to sit in my lap. I let her do that yesterday and I remembered why we don't do that. It's bad for me. She's very comfortable, but she puts a lot of pressure on my knee. Anyway, Chris and I were just chatting about the weather, which sounds, back in the day that would be the confrontational thing to talk about. Oh, the weather. But no, it's actually something here. Let's see. So it is 35 outside. Feels like it's 14. I don't think so. It feels quite pleasant. But
Well, it is very warm here.
a year ago, it was bitterly cold, and I'm thinking, okay, so yeah, we're dealing with stuff, but I don't know Indianapolis. For Chicago, this is warm, but I've only been here on and off for a couple of years, and more off than on for the last two. Um, I have to go take a look at that real quick. And good morning, mighty Archimedes. So yeah, last year was bitterly cold, but that was the exception. This is closer to the norm. Snow is not that common here. I mean, we get some, but we don't get this much, which is why they can't deal with it too well. Okay, so everything I'm seeing here is that we've got storms rolling into the United States, but I love how they say, oh, big storm rolling in for 8 states. Oh, there we go. It's up on the East Coast. Well, guys, that's what you get for living on the East Coast. Sorry, but not my problem. Joking. I enjoy a good storm because I'm in a place where I can just hunker down, me and the doggers, and if I know it's coming, I buy extra dog food, and we're good. Mighty Archimedes says, "Yeah, I'll stick to the UK." Yeah, everybody was warning me that the weather. I was up in London for the first time. Oh God, when was it? 2008, maybe. It's whatever year you guys had the Olympics. I think that was my first trip there. And I'm ready for a cold. I've got a brand new winter coat. Blah 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 blah. Terrible weather. Have my umbrella. I've got a hat. I've got boots for hiking around in the rain. No, freaking gorgeous every day. Like 50 to 60, so a little on the cool side. Clear, sunny. Everybody was out running and jogging, and families were out with the kids, and people were without their dogs, and fine, yeah. So don't believe what you hear about weather in places. Then again, I was
Yeah,
at the
England's very mild when it comes to winter. I was there at the turn of October and November, which is usually where it starts to be really cold in
yeah,
here.
yeah, here too.
And they maybe had 2 cold nights, but the days are still like nice, chill. The leaves haven't fallen off the trees
Good
yet, and
morning.
for me,
Good morning, Taz.
morning.
We're
And for
discussing
us,
the
like
weather.
the trees are already bald, so it's weird how it changes with the geographic height.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mighty
It
Archimedes says,
worked.
yeah, we always expect the opposite from what the weather stations say.
I managed to turn my biorhythm around yesterday. That was nice.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes. I fell asleep yesterday when I went to bed. Like instantly. I didn't expect to fall asleep as fast as I did, but I did. So today I'm smiley and happy because I'm up at normal times.
Yay! Well, today will be a not normal day because I'm going to go to classes this evening. But that means I have to come home from the gym and take a nap, I think. Let's see what we've got coming up. Ooh, we have rain tonight. That's never fun. But then, yeah, I'm looking at this historically. Actually, historically, we are about in the normal range. What is it showing here? That doesn't help me, guys.
Yeah, we are not recovering. The new standard is 600 to 700 players.
Oh, you're talking Steam numbers, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if Steam will recover as quickly because Steam offers so many other options versus people who just log in either through Arc or through this directly. Because then they're only intending to come here. But if you get onto Steam, it's like,
Yeah,
or I
I
could
have
do
the game
this.
from Steam, but I don't use Steam. I use the exe file in the file system, so completely omit Steam. My Steam is offline at the moment,
Yeah, mine
so
too.
it doesn't even know that I'm here.
And Mighty Archimedes asks, so what do we think about the new Breen and Crenham stuff? Well, one of us
Um,
has the new ship and maybe can speak from.
I have.
Oh, you sold it?
Yeah, I put it on exchange yesterday as soon as I got it, and it's already gone.
I opened 40
Nice.
boxes and got. With one of them, I
Well, I
got
didn't
10
want it in the
weapons.
first place. It's a small, tiny, puny escort kind of ship. I don't care for those. I don't work well with those. Or like, why would I have it? I'm not gonna use it for anything good anyway. I can't build proper escort stuff.
Well, I think the
There's still a
weapons are
few of
fine. I'm
them
gonna
in the
stick with weapons.
exchange. I'm just
Mighty
wondering
Archimedes says,
if
I
I
still
should.
want an Obina.
Bina's quite pricey right now.
Yeah, it's because people want it.
Oh,
Yeah,
they wanted it ever since it showed up, I
It-
think.
because it's pretty. Um, yeah, I have about 140 keys left, and I think I'm just gonna sit on them for a while till maybe I feel like doing some infinity boxes whenever we've got a new ship coming out.
140 boxes. That's a lot of
Well,
keys.
what I did was, when it was easier to get Zen for dilithium, I slowly converted a lot of it over and waited for a sale, and then I bought some each time there was a sale. I'll probably buy a few this time and just stash them for whenever. So if you do $20 here, $20 the next time they have a sale, it's really easier to deal with it. And then all of a sudden you look and there's a couple hundred keys sitting in your bank, which also, because I give them away when we do fleet events, it's a nice little prize.
Yeah.
Where did this? By the way, they did drop. Oh, that's from lower decks. Okay. 'Cause I was wondering what is the Arior civilization? There's this Arior miracle worker juggernaut in the game. That's on the
What is
exchange.
it?
They apparently dropped in December 2nd, 2024. So like a month ago,
Hang on
2
a
months
second.
ago.
How do you
Actually,
spell it?
maybe November. No, actually November. It's Arior. It's Areore. Arior Juggernaut. It's weird. Miracle Worker Juggernaut Tier 6. Apparently it's been something that popped in Star Trek Lower Decks. I wasn't even aware of it. But apparently it's some sort of ancient warlike Arior civilization
Area
ship.
Hang on a second.
I
I
have
has
actually-
Googled it. It's from Lower Decks and mighty technological power of the ancient warlike Erir civilization are thought to have been buried for all time. Yet when the Drukmani came to their planet to claim salvage rights over these vessels, the Erir once again took to space to fight the threat and defend the USS Cerritos against the common enemy. Now with ships proven space-worthy once more, only the best captains can pilot these vast ships and take advantage of their powerful frontal batteries. So,
I don't know how I missed it, but I actually have
yeah, I
never
have to
seen
say I
it in-
don't remember this thing popping up in any real levels.
Yeah, neither did I. I'm wondering how did that happen?
Let's see what's coming with here. It's got a console of trinary strikes. Let's see.
I love Stu
Energy-
making a video where 90% of the video the ship is hidden behind the tooltip.
Yeah.
Versus... Oh, it looks really nice. Kind of looks like something Sona would create.
Starship trait
Kind of
is beating wings. Let's see.
Utilizes ship protection, so
Mom?
when reduced below
Yes.
50% hull...
I sent
Like
you
it's-
a link.
Yes, you
Number
did.
4, 5, and 6 there is a girlfriend of mine.
Really?
And I haven't seen this kind of stuff before. And now I'm really confused.
Wait, what are we being confused about? Because I'm confused
He
now.
sent me a link to some images. It's actually really nice artwork. There's a couple there I wouldn't mind having prints of in my house. These just look like real people. That's really nice.
Yep. My cope is it's affecting me more than Pornhub is.
Pornhub isn't
Okay.
exactly very erotic. It's just blatant porn these days.
Okay, let me jump back into chat here. Mighty Archimedes says, remember the Peanut Hamper episode where she screwed over the bird people? It's those
Yeah?
guys. They were warp-capable people, but were warlike Klingons. But they saw what they were doing and buried their ships to live a pre-war, pre-industrial, simpler lifestyle, which you don't see a lot of in Star Trek. The Baku.
Oh.
Yeah, they did it too. So yeah, it's not a trope, but it's an interesting way to approach a story, in my opinion. Not a bad way, interesting way. You can have a lot of fun with that. I mean, because
Interesting.
I don't know about them, but with some of the stories I've played with in my brain for approaching that, if you don't make them absolute, like, oh, come on, who are the people who shunned all technology? Not troglodytes. Come on, English organization. Who shunned
I don't know.
technology?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, hold on a second. Luddites. Luddites.
What?
A Luddite. The Luddites were mostly concerned with the economic implications of improving technology in regard to industrialization. And it's people who didn't like technology. And they shunned technology.
Okay.
And sometimes over excessively shun technology to the no technology bad. Yeah, kind of like the Amish, too. The Amish use the level of technology that suits them, i.e., horse-drawn carts, perfectly fine. Interior electric lights, perfectly fine. Zippers on your pants, no.
Blood transplants? No.
Actually, yeah, they will. They will do blood transfusions. They're not
They
anti.
will?
Yeah. Jehovah's Witnesses will not.
I know they won't because they think it's a consumption, even though you don't consume that blood. But
Yeah.
they never were the logical ones. So
We've had enough Amish people when I used to work at the University of Chicago hospitals. We would have people come up from Ohio and Indiana who are Amish for surgical procedures and blood transfusions and things like that. And when absolutely needed, because they did try to avoid it, they would have people from their community come in to do the blood donations that would be tagged specifically for the use of that patient. People say that ship, I assume we are talking about the isn't as good as the Terran Archon. Archon or the Acheron?
Acheron is good, actually, because I've heard that it's still worse than the Styx.
It depends on who does it. I mean,
I'm looking at the stats of that Ariora, the Juggernaut, and it looks like it's with hull modify 1.6, shield modify 1.15, which is pretty strong.
Drunken Heretic's been flying one around, and
I've never seen it in the game. Ever.
The Acheron?
No, the Ariora.
Oh, the Ariora.
Acheron
No, I
I've
can't
seen all
remember
the
seeing
time,
it
yeah.
either.
Yeah, I see the Acheron all the time, but like Arior, I've never seen it in the game.
I can't remember seeing it either.
But I like its visuals. What?
What ship is that?
I don't know how you say it. The Ari? The Aror?
Ariora.
O-R-E-O-R-E.
Post it in the chat.
Ariori Juggernaut. I've seen that one.
In game?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, I'm seriously considering getting it, because now I can afford it. For obvious reasons.
Why do you want it?
Because I like large ships, and I like Miracle Worker ships. They work for me. And from all the options I have on the exchange of stuff I can actually get...
Yes, some of us have money now.
I'm gonna encourage this. I wanna see what the beating rings are. So go ahead.
I mean,
buy it so that Taz can see what it's like.
whatever it turns out to be, I don't really care because I mostly get ships for a space Barbie value. Like, I don't really care about like, ooh, this is gonna be meta. I just like, yeah, whatever. But if it works for me, in terms of like visual quality, if it does the trick for me, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna have fun with it. Whatever it
It's,
turns out to be.
it's going for 1.4 billion. So if you got the money,
I do actually. As a matter of fact, I have
if I ever got
over
serious about playing, I
1.5.
could get my money back up there. But it's just
Do
been.
you do you have the Universal Designs ship?
Universal Designs. I do have that trait on me. Why?
Okay. In that case, go and have fun.
Well, I haven't decided if I want to get this or something else. There's plenty of stuff on the exchange, and I can afford
Oh
all of
yes,
it.
we have stuff on the exchange.
Is there any meta trait or console you are missing?
I bought what I was told is worth getting. I don't think I'm gonna go for the new
Have
one
you
because
have you looked at the Gorn Radar?
I hate the Gorn visuals ships. Ugh.
Yeah,
Those big
Yeah.
they
Barbie
do make
products.
some
The
good
only
ships.
only reason you get the ship is for the trait and the console,
Yeah,
which
well, I
is
don't get ships for that. You get what I mean? I don't get ships for the traits and consoles.
But it's
If
so
I'm-
good.
But
It doesn't matter.
it's the way he plays the game. I get ships because they're free, and then I never play them. So, I mean, what
Yeah,
am I to say?
there's that.
What am I
There's
to say?
that. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
really care for the Gorn ships. They don't look good to me. They don't look interesting to me. Just no.
I'm taking a mental health break today from the Today in Trek after going through that stupid movie over and over. It's just like, no, 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 nothing is
Oh,
worth
it's
doing
good
that
to
good.
watch it. I had such a busy morning at work
Four
today. I
times?
didn't actually.
No, I watched it 4 times.
My condolences
That was
to your
horrible.
mental health.
Yeah.
Yes, ugh. Yeah, no.
So
Oh
the
dear.
the opera singer at the bar, does she ever get to finish an octave?
What? Sorry, what?
The opera singer at the bar, does
Yeah.
she ever get to finish an octave?
An octave?
Yeah.
I think she does.
Translate what you mean by octave.
You know that thingy. She never gets to complete it. She only goes like
Mm. Yeah, yeah. I think that if the person who was doing the acting was doing the singing, she seems to be a good enough singer, but man, the editing on the video and the music was.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Ugh,
the editing is chaotic, isn't it?
it is.
Because at least in the fifth element,
Oh God, that was beautiful.
she got to finish her aria. That was amazing.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was
Why
watching.
would why would they skip the opportunity? I was looking at her so much, and it's like, okay, we're gonna get something really beautiful out
Yeah,
of
no.
this.
Nope, 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 nope. Nobody.
Nope.
Archimedes says I need the legendary Defiant for the trade. Isn't that part of the 10th anniversary bundle?
The legendary Defiant.
Legendary Defined. Yeah, I think it's a 10
Yeah.
ship bundle, isn't
I'm
it?
gonna
I
still
don't
say
think
that was my best purchase in game.
Yeah, but what ship was that?
It was.
No,
Maybe-
great.
Excuse me while I drink more coffee.
I just opened and then a drink because I'm really struggling today. For reasons I will not be mentioning here.
Overpowered and overgunned is very, very, very overrated.
It's nice to have.
Yes, it is, but in every occasion where I could have used it, it's being replaced by something else.
Yeah. But
So, how should I say?
okay, you have things that can replace it. A lot of people like me at the time that I got it could not replace it with anything.
Yeah, but that console called. Let me see.
Why is... Oh, man, I hate this Stowe wiki. Or Stowe fandom.
They seem to
Ugh.
struggle lately. A lot of stuff they have. You have a link to it on Google when you Google stuff, but it's not opening.
Well, it opens, and it opens with... on my image here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 ads. So the thing that I actually want to see is tiny.
It's convoluted behind it, yeah.
Yeah, I really don't want that. And I really hate to go to YouTube because I'd like to be able to just go to my specific thing that I want to look at.
I really wish someone was selling the the choice pack with the temporal dreadnought that is equivalent of the...
Oh, they will again, you know that.
The J, but I want the Romulan variant.
Mighty Archimedes, if you really want to get the Defiant, and you can afford to do the 10th anniversary, it's a good investment. Plus, it's a lot of ships for the money. I just wait for it to go back on sale again. Because, that's the way I fly. Let's go over and get me some dilithium real quick here. And the question of the day is, how many members of Starfleet security were court-martialed after the destruction of the USS Kelso?
It was the USS Kelso.
Yeah, I know. Some of these I know off the top of my head.
Where'd you find that?
It's the question in the data bank, where you can go and answer a question and get about 500 dilithium super quick.
None. And the Federation doesn't court-martial.
Oh, yeah, they do.
They give second chances.
No. Not if it works well for the storyline.
And that's true.
Everything gets adjusted if the story requires it. So what is that? 16.2? 16.2. Oh, interesting. According to this, it's not that question. Oh, there it is. 6.
Eee.
It was 6 people.
Praetor is available. That was one ugly ship. Praetor Command Warbird Battle Cruiser. Jesus, that was one ugly MFer.
Yay, instant lithium. I suppose we've been here for about 20 minutes. We probably should go shoot some stuff.
Probably.
Yeah. What have I got? I've got kinetic damage in space and defeat Borg on the ground. Do I have anything kinetic on this ship?
I've got anti-proton damage in space, Gorn and Nimbus, and Hull healing space.
I've got myself a couple.
Ugh.
Is that a kinetic beam? Nope. What's that?
I don't even have a proper anti-proton build anymore. Which reminds me, I wanted the Bowel Sentry vessel, but then I learned it's a science ship, and I'm like, why does a ship of that size, magnitude, and purpose? Because it was supposed to be like a sentry vessel to become a science ship. Like, Bowel didn't strike me as very scientifically oriented. You just used it out of necessity to dominate the Kelpians, but in the end they actually developed more defenses and firepower than anything else.
Let's see. Mighty Archimedes again says, hey, wonder if we'll get any more lower deck ships in Stowe. Maybe the Anaximander? Section 31 Defiant. I'm going to put money that we're going to see
They put a lot of ships already on lower decks. I don't think they're going to give up on that.
Remember the ending sequence when they did all those ships in the last episode?
These are the ones that I have doubts about. I don't know if they'll actually have the justification to put it. Those are alternative
Sentient
versions.
Natalie is now following. Good morning, Sentient Natalie. No, I'm... Excuse me. Sorry, I'm getting a cold. Yeah, I would say that with the time lag that it takes about a year and a half after something comes out in a series for it to show up in the game. And aside from Strange New Worlds, we don't really have anything that's a potential. So my guess is, we're going to see at least one of those ships that we had in Star Trek Online, excuse me, in Lower Decks, show up in Stowe.
Whatever they'll figure out for it to morph or have different variants.
I mean, there was a couple there that were just like, yes, I need that ship.
I know. I've seen posts. I was like, no, the spoilers. I'm just like, I haven't seen it yet. Stop spoiling. And I just keep seeing those variants popping up. Oh, we want this, and that's the I'm like, oh god, here we go again.
Yeah. Good morning, Sentient Natalie, who has joined us in chat. Hi, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. And welcome aboard. We appreciate you being here. Oh, it's been years since I've played. Are you playing now or just stopping in for a visit? Because admittedly, your timing, you missed the suckiest part of the game, which was about 2 weeks ago when all the traits fell off the ships. But that got fixed, so hopefully you're back after that. And we've got 15th anniversary rolling up 2 weeks from yesterday.
Oz.
So I'm doing well. Is everybody doing well today?
Nah,
Yeah.
not really.
Chris doesn't have enough coffee in him yet.
I don't drink coffee.
That's why you don't have enough coffee in you.
I can't have coffee in me.
Why
Whenever I
not?
drink proper coffee, my hands are shaking.
Oh, yeah.
Not very healthy for me.
Yeah, I'm down to whatever I make in the morning, and I don't need any extra except I have to go visit my son on the way home from the gym, which is right next to the good coffee shop.
The good coffee shop. There's such a thing as a good coffee shop.
Yes.
Good.
My
I have no
avatar,
coffee shops around here, so.
Sentient Natalie, my avatar was a gift from Idarta, who is one of our fleet mates. Not gonna cry. And he had that made for me because I didn't like to go on screen first thing in the morning. But yeah, it looks like me. Because, yeah, it looks like me. Except currently my hair is purple, blue, and orange. Which actually looks really good. But that was from the days when I was purple, blue, and pink. And I think he put me in that uniform because that's the jacket I've gotten used to wear on show a lot.
I colored my hair blue once.
Yes?
How did you do with all the blue leftovers all the time? It's like you can't get your hair wet unless you start painting stuff with your head.
Well,
But-
you know there is a trick to it. Seriously, there's a lot of tricks to getting your color to stick in the hair and not on your clothes. But the first day after doing the hair, everything's blue. Did I cheat and buy dark blue pillowcases for my bed? Yes, I did.
Well, there you go.
Oh,
Well, there's always a solution.
yeah. Good morning, Phil and Sentient Natalie. We did have a change to ESD if you have not been there yet. They recently did a revamp, which coincided with when we had all the traits fall off the ships.
Do they
That's worth a
understand
checkout.
that they have Do they understand that they have broken the lighting in the requisitions area?
Yes, they are very aware of it.
Okay,
Wait, what?
That's good.
The lighting, it's super saturated lighting. Annoyingly saturated lighting.
Mm-hmm. It's
Don't
like
get me started about lighting, because if you go to the tailor and you have any Federation starship, you don't see details on that ship because it's so bright.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem.
So over bright.
And
And
if you
that's in the
switch off...
tailor, which is supposed to be unaffected.
What the
But
heck
in
is
the
going
tailor, you can switch the background.
It doesn't change the fact that the ship is over bright. I tried. It doesn't work. It doesn't make anything.
Yeah, I tried going off lighting 2.0 and it does help it, but it ruins everything else.
Yeah.
So,
like,
yeah, you can
You're
see
not
that
supposed to
it's
switch
just
graphics to
so
accommodate
bright here.
visual inconvenience. Like, no, that's not how you do it. No. Just
Yeah, so you get over here and it's just, my eyes, my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I just learned today that my plans for the rest of the year kind of derailed partially.
Oh?
So I was hoping to get a better yearly review.
Oh.
That stupid corporate thing.
Yeah.
I didn't, so I'm not getting the amount of bonus I was hoping for, which isn't going to secure what I plan to buy for it.
Well, it could be worse, Chris.
I mean, it was just because of the first half of the last year when
Yeah.
I was just like struggling so badly,
Yeah, I remember that.
and that kind of affected the rest of it. Even though the second half of the year, every day you notice I picked up on everything and it was better. They have to make a final assessment for the year, not just for the second half.
Hmm.
My plans. I mean, I'm still trying to work around that because I'm still gonna get some money. So I'm
Uh,
trying to figure out
Chris,
how to.
they told me I wasn't
Around.
getting anything, and I was the only person in the company who wasn't getting a raise.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but I don't have the option to like, retire, quit, and
Yeah,
switch to
but I
retire
mean,
mode.
what I was trying to say is, boy, I totally get where you're coming from when you get that kind of level of disappointment. So Sentient Natalie, yeah, they revamped ESD, so it's a little bit different in some of the minor details, and mostly from the exterior. So it's more in keeping with Picard. But if you look here
Yeah.
into the center, I should make sure my ship
I'm
isn't too
just gonna
damaged.
use our chat as a tiny notepad for a moment.
Sure, go
I'm
ahead.
checking out some stuff.
Let's see if I'm actually injured today. Oh, I have no damage. Yay, I must have repaired myself yesterday. So you do get a
I'm actually
very nice visual.
The hell is this? What are you
What?
sending me?
I'm using our chat as a
Notepad.
notepad at the moment,
He just said that, yes. So,
and I'm curious about something.
okay.
Um, do you see these spikes on the ships I'm posting?
No, I
I
don't see what
do.
ships you're posting.
You're in
So,
the hangar bay section in the ship.
yes, can
Did
you
this come from?
please explain this to me? You know the picture I just sent you?
No, I don't have a picture you just sent me. You sent it to
You
Uh,
Chris.
sent it to me personally, not to
Yeah,
mom. I don't know
Chris,
if you sent it to mom.
yeah.
Chris should be sharing with mom.
It isn't.
It's the same ship, and it changes as I am changing position.
Yes. No, actually, we've had that happen where we'll have multiple people theoretically looking at the same thing, and they're not seeing the same ship, and it's not in the same positions. Something's a little funky as it seems to be jumping around.
I know what you mean. I think there's an issue with the draw distance. Because in modern games, which Trek pretends to be, SDO tries to be, they have this thing like the level of detail decreases as you move away from an object.
Yeah,
That
but
isn't
you
consistent for the
see those
model.
spikes?
Yeah,
Those spikes.
you move away from the ship while looking on it, and you see that those spikes suddenly appear as you increase the distance between them. This is the draw distance issue. See,
Mm-hmm.
this is where I stop seeing them. This is where I no longer see the spikes on the top of the ship. I move here and the spikes pop up because it's a draw distance issue. The model doesn't have the correct draw distance assigned to it, so from this position it's gonna look like it has spikes on its top, which is
They
the draw
have.
distance. They've forked up something with the model of this
No,
particular.
no, 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 no. It's a feature. It's a feature.
Stop defending them! This is
No.
indefensible.
Yeah, I don't know where some of that stuff comes from in terms of.
It comes from
Seriously?
lack of optimizing. They haven't properly tested in beta how stuff looks like,
I'm
which was kind of apparent
very
when
aware
they
of that.
released the bug that was already present on the beta server, so on the test server.
I
So
was
like,
being facetious, Chris. I totally know about that.
so yeah, that comes with the territory. It scares me because if this is like still during the transition period, I don't know what's gonna happen when they fully take
Yeah,
over.
I'm just really happy Bordicus is sticking around for a while.
Oh, I know. I mean, I'm
Thank you.
hoping he might teach them enough to actually let them realize how
Yeah,
things work.
it's. I mean, Cryptic doesn't always have the mentality of the attention to detail that I would love to see, but I get it. At some point, you have to compromise because it's a job
Yeah.
and they have to pay for it.
I mean, I do appreciate like when you go to these shuttles in the hangar bay and then in ESD, and you see that some of those ships have actually worn out texture. I mean, texture that suggests that it's been flying. There's like um, it shows that that this is not a brand new shuttle. It's been in use and it has some sort of scratches and scratch marks and like burn marks because of entering and leaving the atmosphere, and that's really cool.
I like that, yeah.
I like that kind of detail, and I'm glad that it's there because they could have made very synthetic-looking ships with no apparent trace of being used. But that even on the runabout, it has some spots, has some marks. I love that you can actually that's the thing I always had an issue with, the sense of scale in Trek. You see either interiors or exteriors of the ship, but nothing like putting them together, you know? Like, you see the exterior of the Galaxy class, but there are no shots that pan into the ship's interior or like give you a cutout view.
Who was it who's
That
doing
gives you
that? Is it that Howard Day?
Yeah, Howie
Yeah,
Day.
yeah.
His shots, like there is an alternate shot to that fight scene, where you actually see the interior of the ship and you see how like decks are lined against windows. So they don't exactly function the way the windows work in the building. Like they're not 90 degrees from the floor. Sometimes they're up and above because that's how the decks are aligned. And I really like that kind of sense of giving me sense of tangible interior versus exterior differential. And I like that you can actually see inside of the runabout, the aft section. There are actually people inside of it, which is really cool. I never noticed that before until recently. Oh, you can actually see the front as well. Ooh, you see the cabin. Oh, that is really cool. I never noticed that. See,
Yeah,
that's what I like.
Sentient Natalie is talking about the old exploration nebulas where you could go to a nebula, go in and explore it, and sometimes you'd get resources, sometimes you'd have to shoot people to get resources, and that they phased that out a long time ago, which is kind
Oh,
of a bummer. And they've been
that is
promising to,
criminal.
yeah, they've been promising to bring back the exploration aspect of it, and that's just never happened.
Well, there's always something happening, like in between, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry, I still haven't won the lottery, and I don't even know what the lottery's at anymore. I only usually play it when it gets into the crazy amounts of money. Let us see what our lottery is. 59 and 69 million, not enough to buy Cryptic or Deca. So, nope, not going to play. I mean, it would be fine. I could use, half of that would be cash in hand tomorrow. 30 million would be fun. Well, Sentient Natalie, you're always welcome to join us if you want to, and you're always welcome to watch. And I suppose if we're going to watch, shall we go play some Pew Pew? I just have kinetic damage to do, so guys got anything you want to play?
Yeah, sure. I'm just a bit. I'm actually on the phones right now at work, so.
Oh, okay.
Because someone decided to change my schedule just for today, and it's all over the place. None of it actually makes any sense, but yeah, whatever.
Sentient Natalie, you're always welcome. Some days we do a lot of PP. Good morning, Mr. Dave.
And sometimes we don't.
Yeah. There have been some changes in the game that are good, though, Sentient Natalie, so. Even though not everything is wonderful. Well, thank you.
I just love my new costume for my character.
And live long and prosper to you, too. Hey, Mr. Dave, let me know if you're going to jump back into game at any point, because I'm keeping you up to speed on the events and stuff. But I don't want to log in and accidentally log you out someday. No worries. For everything we moan and groan about, they are trying to do stuff that's fun. Sometimes. So, Chris, with you being on the phones, are you able to play? Take care, Natalie.
I mean, I'm here. I'm actually going to pop into a short break, which is going to reset my timer and decrease my chances to get a phone.
Yay. Taz, Taz, did you do everything without even thinking about it again, or?
Yeah.
What a shocker. What a shocker. I did not see that one coming.
By the way, I did get up at midnight to come up and turn in all of my events. So, yeah. Good.
Midnight for you, that's like 6 this morning?
It was like 6 hours ago that I got up. In fact, it's almost exactly 6 hours ago that I got up the dogs are like, oh, it can't be time to get up. It's not. You guys can stay in bed. No, we have to come upstairs with you. You don't. Got up, turned on the computer, turned in all 5 accounts, turned the computer off, went back downstairs, and the dogs are like, but you made us walk all the way up the stairs. I told you could stay in bed. Dogs are not happy with me. Am I going to watch Section 31? Mr. Dave, I've watched it, and I've made a review of it.
And now Mom can't look at it.
Yeah, no, it's like when I'm doing a music video and you hear the same song over and over and over and over in like 1-second clips to try and make sure everything's just right. You never want to hear the song again when you're done.
See, that's the thing. If you're an ADHD, you will actually tire the song out for the next week or so.
Oh, yeah.
Playing it over and over, and you're not sick of it. That's
Yep.
the thing.
I assure you
That's
I'm
what
sick
we
of
do.
those songs.
We do that. We hyperfixate on something, and we see it, watch it, listen to it, whatever it is, like for a very long time, and we don't get tired of it after.
And when we're tired of it, we'll be tired of it forever.
Probably, yeah.
Greetings.
Probably.
And welcome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find a link to my own stuff. La 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 la. No, you can go away there.
A lot of Abinas in the store in the exchange. I mean, a lot meaning like 7 maybe, but still. Well, actually, more than 7, 9, I think.
Good, I can't find links to my own stuff. Love that.
Isn't that the best? Isn't that the best?
Just love it, because if I search for it on my function, it gives me the whole search bar, but you don't want that. I just want mine. Wonder if we do this.
Oh, the Centaur's up. I haven't seen that in exchange in a while. Who opened that one?
Let's see,
Shield
Mr.
modifier
Dave.
1.45. Wow.
That should be it, Mr. Dave, if I copied the link correctly. Shall I cue us for something?
Mm-hmm.
Taz, you got a preference? Chris, you got a preference?
Not really. I just have damage to fix on the hull or
Fine.
deal anti-proton damage, so I don't really care for
Good, I'll find.
what we do.
I'll cue something that you'll enjoy.
Oh, you know I trust you.
Yep. Yeah, it's a new series I'm starting, Dave. Except for the fun part of it's taken a lot more time to do each one day by day than I had anticipated. So it's going to turn into This Week in Trek. So I can kind of put it all together. So one day will be all of the week's events, and then the second show will be an in-depth on one thing that happened that week, whether it's a character, a real-life person. Because, dang, there's some really interesting real-life people in that get involved in Trek.
Very true.
Oh, Weeble?
Oh, we have a Weebu for the best Borg TFO
I
available.
put it out there for you, yes. There's a part of my brain that still wants to do a book about regular people who got involved in Star Trek, whether it's just peripherally like us who play it. Hi there.
Like my green costume.
And I just don't know if I want to rent a booth at Star Trek conventions and have people sit down and tell me about their life in Star Trek so I can write my book, which would be fun. It'd be fun to spend 5 days just talking with people. But a table's like $700.
If anyone's interested, this is the new costume from the
Yes.
Loki.
You know what it vaguely reminds me of, and I'd have to start doing some crafting with it? There's hints of the future Deadpool. There's one sequence in the Deadpool bus fight where you've got a future Deadpool with a pair of Songjabongs, electric Songjabongs. Sorry, Bangmangi.
Interesting.
Yep. And I'm thinking, I can play with that. We've got most of the toys.
That sounded like noise to me.
What, Bang Mangi?
There's that noise again.
So when I train, we try to train with different things for warm-ups, and we're learning some rope flows, which is, basically you take a jump rope and you learn all these cool tricks with it, and it's great for warming up the arms. And my trainer's like, oh, I wish I had a pair of nunchucks. I got some of those at home. Brought him some foam nunchucks, so we do those every now and then too. And it's kind of fun. I get to spend money to teach him, which is just wrong. So I promised him I'd get a set of foam bong monkey and I'll teach him that. Thank you.
Can you guys shake your hands on your back?
Yeah?
Nice.
Okay, well, I can grab my own fingers. I don't know if I could do a proper handshake, but yeah.
A handshake probably not, but I always was able to reach out my fingers and like hook them up or cross my fingers. Why such a random question, Taz?
That's just me. Random questions and weirdness.
It's actually.
And I was told. I was
warm-up we
told
do
I.
every day.
I was told I was weird for being able to shake hands behind my back.
You are. Can you get a full handshake? Oh wow, you are. No, you're not weird, but you're super flexible.
I don't call that weird. It's just like super flexible. Right? Why would that be
In the
weird?
best possible way.
Yeah, I think it's healthy to be able to do that.
Yep.
Especially
I'm
when I
not
have
sure,
a
but-
back itch and I can reach all of my back, and that's kind of nice.
That is nice.
Yeah, but can you massage yourself?
Beneath
Right.
or on top or beneath your shoulder blades. I can massage myself beneath my shoulder blades.
Ooh. Man, that's flexibility.
Furious.
Believe it or
Don't know
not,
what
this
to make of
Somerville
it.
is still not fully leveled. I'm hoping we'll get there today.
You still haven't maximally leveled it up?
Is it like 4.99999 out of 5?
Why don't you just run a patrol or two?
Chris, writing a review for section 31. Hitting the gym, working out, walking the dogs, starting the
Sniff,
cookbook.
sniff. Sniff, sniff. Excuses?
No, just reality. Doing other stuff.
You had 2 streams with STO. You could have just done that during the stream.
It's not all about me leveling up my ship.
Well, people will gladly help.
I know. You guys have been helping.
Well, if this TFO doesn't actually give you a level, I don't know what else will.
It'll give you part of level. TFOs don't give you a ton of leveling.
Yeah, no, but if you're 490,
Oh, yeah, it should give me it for this one. I was just looking at it going, it's showing the bar's completely filled, but it hasn't ticked over.
Yep.
Is that just mean?
It means it's me sitting there on the edge.
Wait, I am using an anti-proton torpedo. Why am I not getting anti-proton damage?
Is it anti-proton energy damage or is it physical damage?
Anti-proton damage in space.
Should be counting.
Yes.
Which weapon
that-
is it?
Barrel linked sentry anti-proton kinetic torpedo launcher. Oh
Yeah,
wait,
that.
It's
Kinetic.
kinetic. It's kinetic.
Yeah, there you go.
Gosh darn it! Why
Yeah.
would they make an anti-proton but kinetic? What?
Yeah.
The anti-proton torpedo is the one you get from. I totally forget now. It's an energy weapon instead of torpedo. It says
Now
so
we're
in the
getting the
description.
damage.
Did you switch over to something
Swap the
else?
torpedo.
Yeah, I got my kinetic, so.
I'm using the crystalline energy torpedo.
That'll do damage.
Yep,
Anti-proton
that's the
damage.
one I was talking about. I just couldn't remember.
And one
its name.
salvo and already halfway done. They had the 500,000 damage, so you know
Ooh.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, for that I usually
One
just throw some
spread
beams.
salvo and you're done. Well, halfway there, but you know.
I should probably throw that back on my AP build. I keep forgetting about it.
Oh, they look cool actually. I really like these torpedoes. They look cool. They have a cool sound. They have a nice visual. There's only superlatives I can find about them, honestly.
Got a good beat and I can dance to it.
What?
Back in the day on American Bandstand, Dick Clark would release a new song, and all the kids would come out and they'd dance to it, and then he'd have like 6 or 7 people come out there and say, "What'd you think of that song?" And they'd be like, "Oh, it had a good beat and I can dance to it." That was the typical phrase.
Oh,
So,
and we're done. That was fast. Exactly 2.5 torpedo spread salvo, and I was done. 500,000 anti-proton damage. Nice. It's me. Get away, Mr. Sphere.
get away from me, you adapters. You're so annoying.
Who's annoying?
The adapters and the spheres. They're interfering with my pew-pew.
I mean, they're
Kill me.
delivering you targets for the pew-pew. I don't know what you mean.
Yes, but I'm trying to protect this base here. And I get deaded instead.
Another
Oh,
forward
right.
simulator is moving to escape. Intercept and destroy.
There is two. There it is.
I still don't get why the larger ships in STO, the larger Borg ships, are the weakest ones. Maybe except for the tactical cube. Or like
Yeah.
heavy tactical cube. But everything else that isn't the sphere is weak.
Yeah, adapters are crazy weak. Sorry, not adapters. Simulators. are crazy weak.
Simulators. The probes are really weak usually.
Spheres are pretty good, but that makes sense. A sphere would be a tough one to damage, just because of the design. I did it again. Thank you.
Well,
You know why you died there?
Yes.
Yes.
I think my mom's got perception enough to notice that she died.
Yes.
Even though
Well-
her ship is so far away from the camera, I don't know how she knows which direction she's flying.
He couldn't get any tighter into that bunch
Yeah.
of
I figured
fog
that out as
all
I'm flying in there.
detonated.
Going, yeah. It's like when I play Hive Onslaught and I think, hey, I can fly between these two cubes in a ship that doesn't have any hull or shields. Yep. Because I'm so used to playing it on a ship that's got heals and got hull and got shields.
Mom, I posted a build for exactly that ship for you.
Yeah, but I don't want to keep this ship.
Oh, okay.
I want to finish leveling up all the ships this one's got, and then I'm going to buy him a good ship.
That is a good ship.
Yeah, but there's better ones out there that I probably already have. Remember, I'm sitting on T6 coupons. Lots of them.
I sit on them all the time. I don't have an idea what to get.
There we go.
Mostly because the stuff I want is still locked.
The one I'm currently flying is free.
Well, I realized that I got a bunch of T6 coupons during COVID when they were doing a fair number of events and doing fundraisers.
Mm-hmm.
And the thank yous were often the T6 coupons if you made a generous donation. So
Yeah.
I did. And I made generous donations on multiple accounts. So I'm sitting on T6 coupons for multiple accounts. And
What?
haven't touched them in it's 5 years. I just realized we're going on 5 years.
I still can't. I still think like 2020 was 2 years ago.
Yeah, I know. It
That's in
feels
my
like-
head. And I was talking yesterday with some friends, and I'm like, how is it 2025 5 years later after 2020? But math says it, but my brain says it's
Yeah.
not.
That kind of makes sense. I feel like I'm stuck in 2012 for some weird reason.
That's interesting.
I don't know. I don't think 2012 was a good year for me. I wouldn't want to go back there.
It was a meh year for me, so that's fine. Nothing exciting. 2013 is when it got interesting. 2012 is when I went to Australia. 2013 is when I got fired. And yes, those two are related. Oh well. As I said, I should probably just spend a day, next rainy day, which apparently is today, and I'm going to be at class. But next rainy day, when I don't have to go to the gym, don't have anything to do, dogs can't go out for a walk, just get on and start leveling ships.
How many ships do you need leveling?
Oh my god.
Many.
How high do the numbers go?
Our efforts were most satisfactory.
Enough for you to
75,
grab your head.
Well,
75 active ship slots and as many dry docks as you're willing to buy.
well, I meant in terms of ships, because I want to level everything. And if you even go to the ship reclaims, I still have... Unfortunately, most of these I don't have because this is an older account. So probably 6 here, which isn't too bad. So call 6 to 10 each on the 5 or 6 tunes on these two accounts. Then we go back to my main accounts, which have every ship because this game's been going since the beginning and they've done every event. But at least most of those tunes have done them. So
Which
it's not so
tune
bad.
do you have the most toys on?
Yeah, that's probably why I can't get rid of anything in my inventory, but I may need it someday.
Yeah, that's why I have still such a mess in mine.
Well, I'm going to
Oh,
get out
no.
of here and go off and go back to bed because I do have a long day today. I want to get some sleep. I don't know if we'll be on tomorrow. It depends on what time I get home and if that's bad rain on Route 74, which is an adventure on a good day and a night. In the rain, it is not a good adventure. Which gives me the alternative of taking the slow road home, which takes 4 hours. I'm not planning to do that. So nap it is. Anyway, on behalf of the Dark Mom Consortium and Moopsy in the Morning, I want to thank everybody who joined us today. You know the drill. Everybody, stay moopsome.
Hey,
Moopsum.
Mipson.
Moopsy, Moopsy. Shun the non-believer. Shun.
Have a great day, everyone. We will talk to
On the
you soon.